record.
Okay.
I apologize. Hopefully they'll be able to get back in.
Yeah.
3 participants.
Yeah, it just said that the call ended.
I don't know why. Okay. They should be able to get back in. But if not, I'll reach out to them and do it with them. Okay. So again, I'm recording this. They should be able to. So you're gonna add those 3 numbers up. I already did that. So all I'm gonna do now to see my profit margin is take the 350 and minus 126 equals. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Literally, everybody was gone when I turned around. Gigi, you're back. Everybody's back.
I was like, what?
No, I have no idea. I looked around, I restarted it. It was there. It just said hit start. So again, I'm taking what I would have charged her and my break-even number. So that is 224, and you minus it, 224. This is my profit for that client. Does everybody know their number now? Based off what I just did?
Not me.
Okay, so give me your numbers. How much did you charge the client, and how much was your break-even?
For a client, it was $31.
No. How much what was the charge for that client? Like you were gonna charge her how much for that service?
Oh, $315.
$315. Oh, you need me to add all those numbers up for you?
I don't have a calculator. Oh, sorry.
That's all good. 331 plus.
Am I doing this? I don't have I didn't do the circle of the cost of operation. We only did the square.
Oh, okay. How much is the square?
83.
83. And how many clients do you have that day?
2.
So that'd be 4150. 4150. So, and then do you have the number for your living expenses divided by 2? No.
Not divided by 2, but I mean, it would be 2,500 divided by 2. Well,
no,
okay,
it'd be 20.
It's 5,000. It's 5,000 for my cost of living, so it'd be 20.
So 5,000 divided by 15, because you work 15 days a month.
Yeah.
So that's $333. So that 300, that's every day. So that doesn't change. That's your hard number based off $5,000 a month, working 15 days a week. 15 days a month, 15 days a week. So 333 divided by 2 for that day equals 166 per client. It's still 166.50. So we're doing 31 plus, what was the middle number?
4150.
4150 plus 166.
Yeah.
So 238.50. We'll just say 239 was your break-even number for that client. So take what you would have charged her and minus 239. That's your profit.
Okay. So that'd be 315 minus 239.
Correct.
Okay.
Does everybody follow along and understand that formula? Because this is going to set you free. I promise you. It is a learning thing, and you will have to be consistent. Even if you want to get a notebook that is just committed to this formula and going back to the back room every client before you even charge them, because this service, what we just did, should be a minimum of $150 profit. Is anybody under that? Are you raising your hand a little bit? Okay, perfect. No, that's good. This is good. This is what you want. No, that's not actually what we want. We want the realization. We do not want to be under that. Where are you at as far as profit?
Freaking $32.
Okay, $32. But again, don't get discouraged ever about it, because you're living, like right now, are you living happy? Are you living the way you want to be? Are you have kids? Are you want to vacations? It is profit, but it's not the ideal profit. But again, you are still above what you're spending to live.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to be there.
We want to be way more.
So again, does everybody get this formula? And again, you can ask me any questions. Go ahead, Gigi.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure I'm following this, because I'm taking the total of my personal totaling that up and I'm dividing that by the amount of days I worked this month, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and then once that, I get that big number, then what am I dividing by that?
by how many clients you had that day.
Oh, what day? Any day? Or,
This is a real scenario. So again, like if it's a client coming in, or just any scenario, you could use anything. But like, for example, the example we just did,
yes.
do you know that day? Is that tomorrow or is that Thursday?
Well, like, for example, tomorrow, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know how many clients I have tomorrow.
Okay, how many do you have tomorrow?
Let me just go back to, I think it's 3 if I'm correct. What's today?
Okay.
Today's Friday? Yeah.
So take that hard number.
I'm sorry, I take that back. I have 4 tomorrow. I have 4 clients
Okay.
tomorrow.
And honestly, the number you're giving me really doesn't matter. You're just going to divide it by that. So tomorrow you have 4. So
Yep.
take that number, that squared number, and divide it by 4.
Oh, and divide that by 4. Okay.
Because you're not charging one person this price. You're spreading it amongst all your clients.
Oh, okay. I got that number.
So
Okay.
add all 3 of those up.
All the numbers we went across, right?
Yes, all the circle numbers.
I forgot my cost of overhead. I think that was in what, the 30s? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I do not mean to delay anyone here. It's overwhelming for me.
No, it's good.
And that's why I'm like taking this class. I'm like, I need help.
Do you have the 2 numbers? I can do it for you.
I have 2 numbers. Right now, the 2 numbers of
Your
the
cost of operations is how much?
and it's 89.50.
Oh, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
So 89.50 divided by 4 clients.
Divided by 4. 52.
52. That's your soft number for that day, a day where you have 4 clients.
Mm-hmm.
So add up all the circle numbers, the soft numbers.
Oh, that's what I'm adding up. I'm adding up at
Oh, it's all of them?
yeah, it was the 50 that I told you that we just got, plus the cost of product that I did. But I just don't have the cost of overhead. I didn't write that down. I was trying to write everything else down, so I never
Okay,
got.
no, it's fine. I can do this in 2 seconds. How much is your chair?
My chair is 1,400, and then it was 400 total.
Oh, yeah, it's 1,800. So 1,800, and how many days a month do you usually work?
That was 20 days.
Okay, so your hard number is $90.
$90. So now I'm adding the 90 to this. Okay.
No, 90 is your hard number. That's every day you have to earn that, but so you square that number. That's a hard number that doesn't change until you start paying for more rent or eating more or spending more for that.
Okay, that's the cost
location.
of overhead. Okay.
You divide 90 by how many clients you have that day, which we went with 4.
Okay.
That's a soft number because that is just that day. Days change.
Okay.
So now add up all the circle numbers.
Okay. Plus. 112.
Okay, so now how much would you charge her for the service?
One of my clients for the day.
This service, the amount of product you used would be for what service and how much would you charge for that service?
Oh, that client, that's 325.
Okay, 320, so that's fine. 325 minus the number you just gave me.
Okay. $213.
Okay, that's your profit. That's great. Ideal. Stay there. And now that everybody has these, right? You can literally figure out what tomorrow looks like as far as profit. You can now schedule the rest of like this. I know it's Friday. Oh, and I apologize that we're taking a fucking call on Friday, guys. Like I didn't know. Like my mom was like, so I have to like let you know we have a surprise birthday for you. Because I don't tell my mom like, hey, I'm not doing anything Monday if she don't. I was like, damn. So it is going to be Mondays from now on, which it was supposed to be. I sincerely apologize about that. But moving forward, you should be able to know next day exactly what you're making as far as profit and where you need to be and adjust it. And again, these numbers. So Shannon, you might be underpriced based on your area. Gigi, you might be overpriced based on your area. And that's what the next call is going to be. What we're going to do is go over where your prices are at and then price normality for your area. So again, this is another huge realization. What a lot of mentees, students I have, is they call around like, oh, they're just making it pricier, but there's such thing as price normality. Again, think of it this way: car dealerships, if they all have 2024 Honda Civics with 0 miles, and one of them have it for $50,000, another one has $150,000, guess where everybody's going to go? The $50,000 place. So it's important. What we do is I have you call and Google, because that's what clients do. They Google salons near me, hairstylists near me. Very, like, when they're new to the area, that's what they do. So what I have you do is Google, or just off the top of your head, call anywhere from 10 to 15 salons and act like a client. Say, hey, I'm new to my area, new to this area. My girlfriend goes to your salon. I need a full head highlight, a blow dry, and a haircut. Just give, like, how much do you think that's going to be an estimate, so I can have ready? Just talk like a client. Don't talk like a hairstylist. And get quotes, and I don't mean to say, I get quotes for the services you do the most or you are the most questioned on. They're going to underquote you. So they're going to say, so for example, they're going to say $200. We know it's going to be $230, $250. Most salons underquote to get you in to make it seem cheaper. So that is going to be your homework. If you guys want to do that from now to the next call, call 10 to 15 salons. Write these names down. And you will now have an emotional detach of what the price may be, because it's just like a fucking made up number that we usually do, unless you already have this formula, which most stylists do not have this formula. So now, when you charge what you charge, there are 3 things to look at. Do I do work like, and this is where you have to have the realization of with yourself. Do I do work like them? Do I do better work like them? Do I have better branding? Do I have worse branding? Because these are things that drive stylists to your chairs. You can either resonate with them, where they go, oh, the hair's all right, but I fucking love them, or I go to them because I get the best hair possible. Both those people can be the same price, but you will get clients based off those 2 avenues. So what this will do when you're calling these salons, you go, oh, I know the salon's great. She is really good, or they are really good. I'm just as good. So I can either be at their price or be less. Or if you call a salon, you're significantly better, but you are at their price, then you can increase. But this is what we'll get into on the next call. And everybody who's watching, who's not on here, who's watching the recorded version, this is your homework as well. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions before we get off this call, as far as the numbers and the column?
I just have a question about, I'm pretty sure I'm already the highest priced in my area, like my little town.
Yeah.
Because we saw people doing a full highlight toner haircut for $100.
Yeah. So what we need to do for you, it doesn't matter. We do branding. That's when social media comes into play. That is when.
Should I use like Nashville? Because that's like 30 minutes away.
Yeah. Again, I can use the example of myself. I live in Feeding Hills, Massachusetts. We have 11,000 people here. And I had most of my clients coming from New York City and Boston. So you use social media right, and they will come from anywhere. You give personality, you give them a reason to come to you, and you over deliver. Your town is so, and I promise you, listen to the podcast I did with Cash, the $1 million hairstylist, or 7-figure $1 million hairstylist, and you'll hear my story. I promise you, if I could do what I was doing as a male working outside of his house, out of his house, I was literally working out of my house, charging $350, making about $4,000 a week. And but I hustled on social media.
So for my price normality, I'll just use some salons.
Yeah, no, okay, so go on. Yeah, so search locally, just because you might feel this way. And a couple stylists I've worked with, they do feel like, oh, like I might be higher. And then they start calling around, they're like, oh, I'm not, I'm about that price. Like, we're all kind of at the price. But she was significantly better than majority of the people she called. She was like, all right, I'm bumping up everything, $25. She messaged 60 clients, only 2 had an issue. She immediately, you'll see, and her name's Marshall. She made the biggest month she's ever had, and she still had a week to work. She made like $6,200 that month.
Okay.
My
clients here.
Okay, that's good. All right, guys. Again, if you have any questions, follow Building Like a Boss. I'll send this to you guys, but shout outs, whatever you want to do to win. And if you have any more questions, DM me.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
Billy's boss. Okay, bye guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Later.